Alright, so to remove and to replace these latches that came on these Shark Navigator series, the 300 series, and some of the 500s, to remove and replace these, first you need to get the part. Shark does not sell this particular part on their website, but you can buy them almost always on eBay in new condition, and sometimes on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, but one thing you should know when you're buying them is that the different color ones, which are like for the white vacuums, the NV355, 356, they will work for these. So as long as you don't mind the color, they're pretty much interchangeable wherever you find them. Though I would recommend trying to find them in new condition because you don't want them worn out on this lip or wherever they broke for you initially. Alright, one thing that's kind of important is this little metal dowel, which is holding the latch onto the vacuum. A lot of the newer ones have little barbs on only one end. And the reason that's important is because it's going to matter when you're going to try to knock this out. You want to face in the direction where the barbs are on the bottom. So when you knock it out, it only has to go through one hole before it falls out. But if it was reversed and you hit it from this side, it would have to go through one and then one more in order to get out. So in the case of these Navigators, that position is when it is on its front, where the HEPA filter is. In that case, the barb is facing down, and so it will only take one hit with your hammer. So what you'll need is a metal punch. I got this at Home Depot, but I'll put a link in the description to Amazon. I've thought a lot about, another tool that you could use for this, but really a metal punch is the way to go, especially if, like in most cases, these are really, really tight, because you need something that's strong enough to be hit by a hammer really, really hard, and not a lot of things fit that bill. However, in many cases, like this one that I got, which is a brand new one, I was able to just put the punch in there and then just put a lot of pressure on with my hands, and it popped out. But that is not usually the case. So in most cases, when you have to put some force into this, I use the metal punch, and it's really important to line that sucker up as dead center as you can make it. And I use my finger as sort of a guide. It's a little dangerous, I guess, but I make sure I don't have any skin under there that can pinch it. And I really take my time lining this up because I need a really good shot most of the time to get this out. In this case, it came out really easy because, like I said, this one was already loose. But I've had those like not come out when I, really hit it good. You have to just smack it extremely hard. So when you have your new one to replace it, just make sure that the lettering is to where you can read it. That lets you know that this lip is in the right place to grab onto the lip of the other one. And you just line it up to the holes with the... And the main important thing is just to line up the barbs in such a way that they're going to be on whatever end you hit it. So it's kind of reversed this time. You're going to put this in there to where the barbs are the only thing sticking up. And a lot of times you can either use just a punch to push it in there or a pair of pliers. You almost never will need to hit it with a hammer, but you certainly can if it's not going in any other way. All right, thanks for watching, and links in the description for all the things that I mentioned.